Hey guys, Tayura here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've already been here, thanks for coming back. So in today's video, I'm coming at y'all with my updated summer sweat-proof foundation routine. I wasn't going to upload this video because I did one last year, but I was like, you know, a lot has changed since then. So it's time for me to show you guys how I achieved this base. So if you are interested, then please keep on watching. Before we start the video, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please turn your post notifications on so you get notified every time your girl uploads a video, and follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright y'all, so for primer, I'm going to be using my NYX Hydra Touch primer. This is my favorite drugstore hydrating primer. If you need something inexpensive that gets the job done, it's hydrating and your makeup wears really well, so I highly recommend this primer. I kind of go back and forth between this one and the Fenty Beauty hydrating primer, and with this primer it will last you a really long time because you do not need a lot. If there's one thing that you need if you're doing like a matte foundation, is a hydrating primer. If you have dry skin, highly recommend it. Okay y'all, so for foundation, if you know me, you know I love mixing a matte foundation with a hydrating foundation. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to be mixing my Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation, one of my favorites, with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Love this. So I'm going to combine both to give me that perfect finish. So not too matte, but not too dewy. So I mixed both foundations on the back of my hand, and to apply this, I'm going to use my Juno sponge. You guys, if you've never mixed both of these foundations and you have both of them, definitely try it. When I say perfect finish, I mean perfect finish, and this will last forever. Sweat proof, I promise you. I'm going to go in with a layer of my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Amande. So to brighten, I'm going to be using the Sephora Gel Serum Concealer. If I was just using the Sephora concealers, I usually mix the shade 16 and the shade 13. You guys already know the story behind this. You don't necessarily need to mix these concealers because they have shades, but I picked up the wrong shades and I was using it so much, I was like, I can't return it because I think I use it too much. I just didn't want to return it, and I'm comfortable with mixing, so that's what I do. But today I'm just going to use the shade 13 because I already went in with that NARS concealer, so I'm just using 13 to brighten my under eyes. So I'm going to contour my face. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer in the shade 06 Chocolate, but I'm spraying a little bit of my Garnier spray on this because I don't know if it's because I've had it for a while, it's drying out on me. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of that. And the brush that I usually use to contour my face is dirty. Well, it's not dirty, I washed it, it's just not dry as yet. So I'm going to try this BH Cosmetics 114 brush. It's not as dense, but I'm going to try using this. Worst case, I'll use a sponge. Y'all, I think I found my new favorite contour brush. This, I love the way it applied that contour. I'm loving the way it's looking. Like, it was super easy to use. It is subtle, but it's there. You know, I kind of like this. I'm going to try this again. I love this. I'm going to use my Juno sponge to blend my concealer. I'm using the Juno sponge again, but this one is the lemon drop sponge just to blend my under eyes. Alright y'all, I'm trying to make this video as detailed as possible, so I'm taking the brush that I use for my contour. I'm just going to go back over just to make sure everything is like blended as one, you know? Alright, so I'm applying some cream blush and I'm going to use my Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Love. If you don't own anything from Rare Beauty, you need this blush. And I apply it on the back of my hand and then I use a sponge to pounce it onto my face. You can apply it directly to your face if you want to, but I apply it to the back of my hand and kind of blend it out just because I'm not a cream blush expert, so this way I don't mess anything up. And I'm using the e.l.f. what is this called? Complexion sponge. I'm not sure what this is called, but I'll have it linked down below for you guys. Love this sponge from e.l.f. to apply my cream blushes. Alright, so to set the face, I'm using the Sephora translucent setting powder. If you're looking for a dupe for the original Laura Mercier setting powder, highly recommend this one. This is the closest I've seen to the Laura Mercier, and it kind of took me a while to admit it, but this powder is everything. And I'm going to use the sponge that I use for my concealer just to blend any creasing that might have happened on the eyes, and then I will go in with the powder. You guys, look at how that Sephora powder literally disappeared into my skin. The reason why I use that and not the yellow powder from Laura Mercier is because I find that when I use the Laura Mercier yellow powder with the NARS foundation, I don't know if it's because the NARS foundation has like a red undertone, it looks weird in pictures, and I find that this powder or the original translucent from Laura Mercier, specifically with my NARS soft matte foundation, just looks a lot better, and I've been loving it. I'm not even gonna lie. I highly recommend that powder from Laura Mercier from Sephora. I'm going to take my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I'm using the shade 60 and I'm using this powder brush from Real Techniques. I don't know if you guys can hint that I've been using different brushes for this video. I washed my brushes that I usually use, so I'm just using whatever is here. I'm skipping the step for my garnier spray today because I'm loving, as I said, we're going for sweat proof matte, so I don't need that added hydration to my face. The setting spray will do that for me. So I'm just going to use this blush brush from Real Techniques, and I'm using this as my bronzer brush today. I'm going to use the same brush for blush because I washed my brushes, and I'm going to pull out my Color Drain bronzers. I think I'm going to use Cinna-bae to bronze the face today. If I need backup, I'll use a little bit of Naughty Spice, but I haven't used these bronzers in a while. I'm going to apply some powder blush just to bring that Rare Beauty blush back to life. I'm using my OPV Born to Shine palette, and I'm using the shade Unstoppable. This is pretty close, like when it's applied to my face, to the Rare Beauty blush, so loving that. I'm using the same brush that I use for my bronzer. And I'm going in with some of the Morphe Continuous Mist. You guys, the base is giving. I'm going to use the ColourPop Bff4 liner. Haven't used this in a while. Alright y'all, so the ColourPop Bff4 liner that I'm using, I know a lot of us think that this liner is discontinued. It's not. It is very much available on the ColourPop website. So I'm going to have that linked down below for you guys. I don't think you can find it on Ulta anymore. You can find BFF3. It's not as deep as this, but it's pretty close in shade if you can't get the BFF4. But I'm going to link it down below so you can grab it while you can. This is one of the best brown liners. I'm just going to say it. I love this liner so much. Love it. I love the Sephora one, but I find that this has it's like a reddish brown, and the Sephora is like a black brown, if that makes any sense. Not black, but like it has like a deeper, a richer undertone to it, whereas this one is a little bit more red. Another good alternative to the BFF4 liner is the NYX Espresso Liner, the old school one, the one that you have to sharpen. Love that one. I'm going to use my Artist Couture lipstick. Haven't used this in a while. This is in the shade Angel Baby. This is really, really light, but just wait until you see how good this combo is gonna look. I was going to use my Jelly Gloss from Tower 28, but I feel like this lip combo needs the Artist Couture Uncensored 2.0 gloss. If you've been watching my videos and you don't own this gloss by now, what are you doing? This is the best. This is like the perfect nude gloss. Perfect. Goes well with literally every lip combo. Alright y'all, I'm going to take my scarf off and then come back and show you guys the finished look. Alright you guys, I am back and this is the finished look. This is the perfect summer base. Not too matte, not too dewy, but this will last you all day. It feels super lightweight on the skin. Doesn't look like I'm doing the most, but I'm doing the most. Love the way my face is looking. Definitely you guys need to try this base out. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your summer base is like in the comment section down below. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.